We have got a very special guest in here right now. I've got the Queen, Miss Faith Evans.
Hello.
How are you?
I am great.
It's first of all, it's great to see you again.
Yes, sir. I was just like, I got your card in my wallet.
Getting to see you rock that day out in Redlands.
Oh, that was actually pretty fun. That was pretty
super
fun.
Cool.
I didn't know what the turnout would be. I've never performed at an amusement park before.
Right.
But it was cool.
It was that cool little outdoor vibe. Yo, I loved how you closed it out with everybody up on stage with you.
Well, that's always a part of my show. I like to get the party with the faithfuls and stuff. And, it's also just, it's a lot of times I'll give somebody the mic and they be blowing. Like, I'm like, wow.
Go ahead. No, well, you still got, I think you're going to have that party record with Fat Man Scoop in the clubs forever.
I'll take it.
Yes.
I'll take it. Right. He gave it a new life, because he wasn't on the original version of the song, but he actually, with that song, the story is, he put it out before I even knew about it, and then I'm like, hold up, like, it's my song.
And I wanted to
And then he kind of had to go do the business on it and stuff, but he did, it definitely gave it a new life.
Did the business get bad with that?
Not it get funny? It was just no business done at first, so I'm like, wait, we got to do some business.
Yeah, because when I heard it, I'm like,
I love Scoop to death. I don't think there was any malintent.
Yeah.
But, it's like you can't just...
And it was different, too, at that moment in time. You know what I mean? Like you
remixes and all that stuff was popular, but it happened to get a good traction. So it's like when it started popping, like, hey.
Yeah. That's like a all time. That's the every club here to the any coast, anywhere.
But I ain't mad. I'll take it. Like I said, shout out to Fat Man Scoop.
For sure, for sure. And also, too, C-Faith, I love that, shout out to Lana for sending all your info. Even though, I'm going to say this, Lana, when you're running with a queen like Faith Evans, I'm like, you ain't even got to send all the bio info. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time,
let the record show Lana did send.
Absolutely, she sent all the info, and I, and it's always nice to say, Faith has got 3 platinum certified albums.
That's not bad.
Right?
That's not bad.
Not bad at all. Faith, that was 95. Then Keep the Faith, 98. Faithfully, 2001. Those are all platinum. Did you know that?
I think so.
Okay. Do you care about that, Faith, or what is it like for you, right?
I mean, it's nice to sell units, but I mean, I just really, as long as my fans are like, it's dope and don't feel like I'm not making quality music anymore, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's always cool to get a little recognition, but I mean, that doesn't really make or break my artistry, you know what I'm saying?
For sure. And to see the cool, like, just reading through the years of like, yo, these are platinum albums and then gold albums in 2008. And then your Christmas album is like...
I play it even when it ain't Christmas, though. I work out to some of those songs on my Christmas album.
We got the Christmas music connoisseur out front. Annette, who you saw walking through here, she would rather Christmas start in like June and just rock Christmas music the whole time. So what was it like? So let's get to The King and I, which is the new project coming May 19th.
May 19th.
May 19th. So what was this like? Walk me through the process of putting that together.
Well, back when Natalie Cole put out Unforgettable, I think around that time I told Miss Wallace one day it'd be really dope if I could do something like that with Big. But it was just a thought. And about a little over 2 years ago, my attorney was like, hey, remember you said you had told Miss Wallace one day you should probably go and meet with the people who acquired the masters. And do some business.
Right.
Back to that word.
Yeah,
business.
the business.
So we went and did some business, and they, are very excited. I actually didn't know how I would go about it, but once I actually started creating stuff before I actually had the deal. I went online and found a couple of big acapellas, and I was in Detroit working with this producer, Drew Shear, and I was like, one of the songs I knew I wanted to mess with was 10 Crack Commandments. So I got 10 Wife Commandments, and that's the first song I actually started working on for the project, and that was a little over 2 years ago.
Is that what kind of made the whole project thing, when you just grabbed the acapella of Big and sat
I already knew I wanted to do it one day, but I mean, it's not like I had a vault with all of his masters, and at that time, Puff still had the masters.
Okay.
But that really had nothing to do with it. I just I already had stuff I was doing in my career. It wasn't like on the top of my priority list. I'm like, one day I'm going to do it. And it came together. Like, I really couldn't have imagined it coming together better than it did, to be honest. Like, after that, I got the deal done, started working with other producers I wanted to work with. Some of them already had big acapellas that hadn't been, messed with. And it just, every song, it just seemed like it kept getting better every session. And there was no, like, some people ask, how was it? Did it feel weird? But I'm like, nah, we hear Big's voice all the time. You know what I'm saying?
True.
But the big thing in it for me was just, the excitement was like, I get to do whatever I want with this. Like, creatively, that's like, whoa. Like, I mean, being a creative person, it was like, let me try, get real clever with this. It's like, it's the songs that you're familiar with in terms of his rhymes, it's not the same records at all. Right. The two that closest embody the originals would be the one I talked about, 10 White Commandments, and I got one that I did, Me and My Beat. Okay. So those two are kind of similar to the original songs, other than it's me, saying the commandments and, stuff like that.
No, I love, like, that was the one thing I just enjoyed, like, off of the Snoop one and the one with Jada. I'm a Jada Kiss fan. He just killed that, and I was like, hearing the way, was that your thought process in chopping the lyrics? And
yeah, I basically went in and, with the different people I produced with, and I would get their music, figure out which big vocal we're going to use, and just kind of figure out what parts I want to use where. I'm going to lead this and make this the hook. That was pretty much the process for the whole album, Yeah. I just kind of went in and chopped up his vocals and placed them where I wanted and either sang around them or rap back and forth with them, Then some of the ones I'm like, I think this would be dope to have such and such on. The Snoop one was the obvious choice, what I mean?
For sure. How much of Big's, like, just raw did you listen to? Like, did you just, as you were putting it together and kind of listening really to just all this unheard, or some of it that's heard, but just different lyrics of Big?
Well, some of the stuff I did sit with and listen through before I actually, after those first two sessions in Detroit, when I was still getting the deal done before I got all the stuff they had, I actually found some old DATs with a bunch of Big stuff that one of my friends that used to work for Bad Boy actually held on to for me.
Good old DAT.
And and I happen to have a DAT player in my
that's key too, having a player.
And I was listening through those, and I found some stuff, but it wasn't the quality that I wanted, in terms of the stuff that I did find, and it wasn't either full verses. I'm sure there's still some stuff there I didn't get to sort through, but by that time I actually got the stuff from Rhino. So, it was like, okay, let me work with this here that I know we solid with using, But it was a lot of fun. It
sounds like fun, and it has just this same old energy. I mean, I know it's got to be different for you because you're piecing it together, you're arranging it, and you're performing, you know what I mean? And you're laying vocals into it, but you could hear this really cool synergy amongst the whole song, even though Snoop lays in a couple, bars here, and then it goes to Big, and then you come in, and then just the way it moves is really fun to listen to.
Thank you.
Yeah, it gives off a great feeling. It
felt good while we were doing it. It was really just, I'm proud of it. You never know. I don't ever put no, like, I expected to do the X, Y, Z. You know what I mean? Who knows? But at the same time, I'm proud that, I'm proud of, my creative expression of it. I really am.
How long did it take? So, like, beginning to end, a little over 2 years.
I think the first session was literally on New Year's Day, 2015.
So what's, like, been have you gotten any, like, a Twitter comment or anything that's really just made your day where you were like, dang?
Well, I've seen a lot of great response to the first two singles. And, I mean, they all make me feel good, to be honest.
Yeah.
People have a choice in what they like, so you can't, I ain't mad if somebody don't like it. You don't know how people might be expecting something else, but this is my creative interpretation, and I happen to be one of the only people who have the right to do such, so therefore, it is what it is. And, I feel like my Faith Evans fans are going to love it, and I really hope that Big's fans love it, And I'm not one of those people who just, like, because we keep hearing it, like it, I've let people hear it. I've actually sat with different people that are not per se in my personal circle that I respect their ears, and, like, just actually play them a few joints just to kind of see how they feel, and so far everybody seems to feel like it feels right.
Have you gotten to see it in a club or anywhere like that yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
I always get curious.
I've seen a few clips of DJs that's been playing them and doing little mixes with the joints on their shows on Instagram. So
you got to see it. Okay. Yeah, that's fun. So, all right, this is May 19th. All right, Faith. So since you coming in, everybody's always asking you the questions. So we're going to go 3-on-3 right now. I get to ask you 3 questions, and then you get to ask me 3 questions.
All right.
All right, so.
That sounds like fun.
All right, so question one. This could be a rough one, you know, and you can choose to answer however you like, but Michael Jackson or Prince?
I would say Prince Jackson.
Prince Jackson. Is it depending on the mood, or is it just both, and it's just what it is?
They're just both equally as exceptional artists to me.
Okay. So, all right. Question number 2. You know, when a gentleman's approaching the Queen, Faith Evans, you know, to take her out for a nice evening, is it going to work with, you know, the fly, pick you up in the ride, and the whole 9? We're going to go to the nice food spots, you know, and you could pull out the real fly gear, and we're going to do something real bourgeoisie, and we're going to sit in the VIP and, you know, and pop it off. Or is it cool with the, you know, he Ubers to the crib, you know, we got a couple movies and maybe a bag of groceries, and you know, we're going to get it in and have a good time.
This is the first date?
This is like, let's go with like the 3rd date.
Because either way, I would prefer the more low-key thing.
So
but,
it's the
you know,
low-key.
first date, that would definitely be a great impression just to keep it low-key.
Okay, I love that. Okay, and so for the 3rd one, let's go.
All
Remy.
of them would be great to me to be low-key. I mean, I'm very much a homebody. I don't really be, you know, unless I'm working, I'm not really.
And you got the fam.
Like
you got the kids. So, okay. So the 3rd one, Remy or Nikki?
Ooh. Well, see, Nikki hasn't responded yet.
Okay.
So that's not fair.
No, I was just saying personal preference that you like as a female. That
I like them both as artists. I like them both as artists.
Okay.
But Remy just spit a bunch of bars that was like,
whoa.
Okay.
Yeah, your turn, Nikki.
I can get into you for what you gonna do with it. Out this J.O. felony out this bitch.
For sure. Yeah, pretty much. That was exactly it.
Oh my gosh, she bodied that. But you know.
Listen, and as she kept going, the momentum just getting crazy.
And one of the best parts of the song to me was her outro talking. That was some gully shit right there. Yes. Tell you don't ever fucking play. Don't ever, yo.
And to not lose, it just.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, that was.
It got me in a frenzy. I was like, oh, rewind it. I had to pick apart. Oh, did she just say? Oh.
Yeah, that was the pick apart.
But you know, I respect both of them as artists, and to the point of the whole battle rap and being, you know, kind of a part of the basis of hip hop.
Yeah.
You know, in that sense, it could be, you know, just friendly competition, and you know.
Yeah.
I don't really know what started it, but.
True.
You know,
all right. So
I ain't mad at that record though, just because she just spit. Not
I
so much on a personal thing, but she spit.
Bars. Yeah, it was dope to hear. And coming on off the ether joint and everything. Mm-hmm. I dug it. All right, so your 3 questions.
How tall are you?
6'4.5".
How long you been growing your beard?
Oh, 4 years.
Is this really your card that's on your business card? Do you have a card?
Oh, man. You know, Faith just called me out and stunned right now. That is not my whip in the photo shoot, Faith.
See, I was quick. See?
Yeah, I wasn't ready for that right there.
Why is no one ready?
You know, let me out. Well, Faith, it is a pleasure, man. You know what? I'm going to let you bring in the song. Can you bring the song in right now? We're going to do the Snoop one.
Okay.
Since you're out here in Cali.
It's Big Fizzy from the Bricks, you know what I'm saying? And I'm chilling right here on School 1047, baby. We about to get into my new joint with Uncle Snoop Dogg. That's off the forthcoming The King and I album, coming out May 19th. This is When We Party featuring Snoop Dogg.
There it is. Thank you so much, Faith.
Thank you.
DJ,